Welcome to another InWheelTime podcast.
I don't have the music this morning. I figured out what I did. You don't want to know.
No, we don't want to know. We'll just.
It has something to do with Mars Aspire that he reviewed earlier today. Just saying. Hey, welcome. It's the award-winning InWheelTime Car Talk Show. Just ahead, John Gray, how to choose the best detailer, paint protector, and what to look for. Plus, Jeff will have the cruise in and events calendars, and I'll bring you stories making automotive news headlines this week. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars, from Meaderville, Texas, over there on the right-hand side of your screen. We always need more Jeff Zekin, Chief Engineer David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. Hey, thanks for being with us today. Do we have our guest?
No, John, I just texted him, and I'm not sure where he's at.
I'm not John. I'm Don.
I know, but I just texted
John. Yeah.
I just texted John.
Okay. Well, I'm sure that he's trying to get into the portal right now.
Well, he was adamant that he was going to be here on time this time.
Take a look at that Aspire.
I'm going to get one. I'm going to get one. See if we can find a window view of an Aspire.
What's going to happen next week in the pool, in the media pool? He's going to get one to drive.
An Aspire?
Yeah.
I don't think they make an Aspire anymore.
We'll name it that.
Mm-hmm. Thank goodness that car doesn't have two T's in the middle of it. I do have some stories to tell you about.
Okay.
One of them is this story. This falls under the bad dealer category.
Again.
A customer buying and financing a vehicle at a dealership is a daily occurrence. A customer buying and financing 6 vehicles at a cost of more than $385,000 in 4 days through 5 different lenders is not. But that's what Michael Angelo allegedly did in August, as detailed in a criminal complaint and arrest affidavit from the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office Auto Theft Crimes Task Force. How do you fit that on the door?
Or on a business card.
Angelos, it's Angulos. Arrest is one of 3 made recently, and what investigators say are multi-million-dollar hits to dealerships and lenders. And the complaints don't identify those affected. Such activity is consistent with what is known in the industry as a, quote, credit bust-out, end quote, which is an emerging criminal trend within the auto finance industry, the complaint said. During a credit bust-out, an individual typically purchases numerous vehicles during an abbreviated period of time before the vehicle purchases reflect on their credit report. The alleged perpetrators lie on loan application forms, falsely claiming large salaries in order to purchase the vehicles. The liens are often washed and the vehicles sold out of state or out of the country. All 3 men were caught in the task force's ongoing investigation of auto thefts run by multiple cells and organizations. And according to Anthony Alonso, who talked to Automotive News, those 3 suspects were straw buyers at the bottom of the criminal organizations based in Florida, but operate across state and national lines. So be aware about that for you lenders and auto dealers that are watching the show today, because there are guys out there trying to rip off your cars, and they're not out of any money. As a matter of fact, they go and turn the cars over and make millions.
Well, a straw buyer, there's a definition. They're not really the buyer. They're buying for someone else.
Yeah.
So,
to hide the identity of those that they're actually
for other
buying
reasons,
for.
taxes, probably. You never know.
Yeah, there's that. So I know that when we get a hold of John, that he's going to be very apologetic. Either that or he's going to thumb his nose at us and say, I'll never be with you again.
We should invite him to the studio. Mike should invite him down to Nederland.
Yeah.
Mike, he could have,
somehow
John and him together, like you and I are together here.
Yeah. Here's another story. A group representing nearly all major automakers asked President Trump to roll back aggressive vehicle emissions limits that seek to force the industry to build a rising number of electric vehicles. The Alliance for Automotive Innovation, which represents GM, Toyota, Volkswagen, Hyundai, and other major automakers said in a filing with the Environmental Protection Agency that legislation signed by President Trump in June will increase the effective price of EVs and could lead to a near-term decline in EV market share. The 2024 Biden rules aim to cut passenger vehicle fleet-wide tailpipe emissions by nearly 50% by 2032 compared with the 2027 projected levels. The EPA forecasts between 35% and 56% of new vehicles sold between 2030 and 2032 would need to be electric. On September 30th, the 7,500 EV tax credit expires, and automakers warn that a significant portion of automakers may lose a battery production tax credit for EVs, typically worth $3,000 per year per car next year under the law.
Wow.
In July, the EPA proposed rescinding the long-standing finding that greenhouse gas emissions endanger human health, removing the legal foundation for all U.S. greenhouse gas regulations, a move that would end current limits on greenhouse gas pollution from vehicle tailpipes. Democrats in Congress and environmental groups have called on the EPA to drop its plan and retain the rules. I don't think it's going to work. I think that it's going to change.
To be determined.
And well, nobody's buying EVs.
Yeah.
And you know my feeling toward EVs. I think that they're going to be a portion of the mix in new car sales. Good if you are in a position that you can afford an EV and you've got the wherewithal to get it charged during the day, during the night, that sort of stuff, and you want to hassle with all that. Good for you.
Well, you got to figure out how you're going to use the EV. What is your vehicle? What is your transportation going to be? Then you figure that out. Well, will an EV work for this scenario, or will a truck work, or will a sedan work, or a station wagon, whatever the case? You got to figure that out first before you just go buy an EV. They're running deals on them. I see the deals on TV all the time. Get $17,000 off this, blah blah blah. Buy two, you get the third one free, or something. All that.
Yeah, and it's like we've talked before. If you go to an EV, it's a lifestyle change. You're not just going out and buying a car and saying, I'm going to keep driving the way I do every day, because you're not going to do that. Whether you're charging at home or you're charging at superchargers on the way to work or not, you are not. It's just a lifestyle change that a lot of people don't want to make.
You know what I think we need to do is when Mars talks from the lower right box, when he's little bitty, we need to change it.
I could do that, but see,
the timbre of his voice.
I froze up again.
He's all frozen in there.
Yeah, that's right.
He's all frozen in there.
Put us down in a small box, Mike. Put us down.
No. I got IT. I got somebody from IT looking at it while I'm froze. I'm not changing it. I'm going to let them look at it for a minute.
Okay, well, I still think that you need to change your voice and make it get a little bit high pitched. You need a little bitty box down there, the little bitty mic box.
I could do it like this, maybe.
Yes, that's perfect.
Very good.
You know, there are devices that we could hook up to this entire console thing, the way that we do this, that I could change the
I
pitch
could run
of
the
your
sound
voice.
effects. We need a sound effects. And David, send us the sound effects if you're listening.
No, we don't need another piece of equipment. You just do it. And what is it?
Nothing.
No, tell me.
I was going to say, I just lost my
That's
train of
not
thought
what you were going to say.
Oh, Mike can do the signing for the hearing impaired in that corner.
The signing.
Yeah. You can do the signing.
Yeah, I got your sign right here.
But he just signed Aspire or something.
Aspire.
Esprit.
Aspire.
What's he doing down there?
Yeah, Aspire.
Down here.
I know. There he is. He's right there.
There.
Right there. Can you see him over there?
I'm not touching you.
I'm
not
waving.
touching
I'm waving.
you.
Right there. Right there. This is our new
12-year-old edition.
12-year-old edition of doing this via a green screen.
It's fun.
In separate parts of the world. Thankfully, Jeff and I are over here where we know how to pronounce a car called Aspire. But Mars is over there in a part of the country that they call it an Aspire. What is that, Mars? That's an Aspire.
Next week, let's all wear green shirts.
So all you will see is our heads.
That's
That's it. Yeah.
I think that would be an absolute riot.
We'll have to do that for like Halloween.
Halloween. That would be good.
The Halloween show.
Floating heads. You'll see nothing but our heads and our Aspires.
Hey, and I got the commercial for it.
There you go.
The Norelco razor with Santa Claus, floating heads, floating all the way. Remember that?
Yeah.
Where the razor would float
Christmas
across
is
the
coming.
snow.
Snow, yeah.
Good stuff.
Well, I would tell you what John sent me a text, and basically what it says, there's no Amelia there, and a few other words that I'm not going to say on the air, and that's kind of it. So I guess he's busy.
Okay, so it's up to you to find somebody to talk to us for the next 10 minutes. So I think that what Jeff and I are going to do, we're going to sit here and we're going to let you go ahead and take over the show.
There you go.
And,
With my frozen image.
with your frozen image, and then Jeff and I can sit here and we could, in an eeny meeny box, we could talk like this.
And we can talk like this all the time. We can do everything. We just need one of them voice boxes.
No, well, that's what I said. It's a very simple thing, and we can adjust the pitch, which is what you're talking about, and we can make you sound like a little girl. Not that you don't already.
I was gonna say. Yeah, I have heard some of my recordings.
I hope all of them.
Yeah, a few.
So, Mars, where's your car review these days?
I am going to send one more letter and find out, see what the holdup is. I haven't got a response to my last 2 emails about getting started on the new models. So I'm a little irritated that I haven't heard anything. At least tell me no if that's the case. But I haven't got the answer.
I see.
They'll do it.
Yeah. And one of the other manufacturers, of course, where I'm at over here in the right side of Texas, that they don't have anybody.
That's really the wrong side of Texas.
No, it's the right side of Texas. Look at the map. We're on the right side.
Yeah. No, it's the wrong side.
Well, it is if you want to get a car from the press fleet, because one of the companies, one of the smaller companies, says they just don't have anybody that they can send this far over here. Too far.
Well, you know, how about meeting them somewhere?
Offered to meet them in Houston. They come to Houston quite regularly. Fine, I'll come over there. Well, then they can't wash it, and they can't do it. I said, just give me the car. I'll wash it. Well, that's not how they do things.
Okay.
You want me to call him, Mike?
I think somebody ought to call them.
What do you want us to call them?
I've called them just about every name in the book right now at the moment, but
well, I think what you need to do is go to the manufacturers.
Well, that would be my next step. I'm going to see where the larger breaks out of this deal and see what they do.
Okay.
Good stuff.
But it's something. But we get, we can do. We get a few comments on the driving destinations at Jeff's Car Culture. Some people seem to like some of that stuff.
They better.
I like Jeff's Car Culture.
They better like it. I'll send you to their house.
Do that. Do that. Well, I can throw in another couple of stories here.
Do that
if you'd like.
Yeah, because John's still saying,
no.
Damn it, it's all I get out of him.
California will not backfill a $7,500 federal tax credit for buyers of electric vehicles that is set to expire next week. Governor Newsom said, reversing an earlier pledge to restart the state's own EV subsidies. He says, quote, "We can't make up for the federal vandalism of those tax credits.
Oh, that was good.
The state will support expanding EV infrastructure, but not the direct subsidies that we cannot make up for." Okay. Because I think that really the bottom line is that this is just my belief. I don't think at this point anymore, because EV is not new. They've been around a while. The government has basically given everybody a break to get an EV in their house with a tax break, a $7,500 tax break. I get that. But the time has come for them to stand on their own merit. And if you want a vehicle, an electric vehicle that is competing against a hybrid or a gasoline vehicle, then they ought to go head to head. Don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Well, it's like the Saturn. You remember the Saturn? GM subsidized that vehicle for years until they finally just said, we can't do it no more. And boom, it was gone.
Because they lost money on every single one that they made.
Manufacturer against manufacturer is what it is. And you got more money for marketing, then you'll probably sell more cars.
The nation's new, I'm going to read this story. And then we'll move on. Nation's new top auto safety regulator said his agency should encourage industry innovation by modernizing outdated rules that add cost and roadblocks. Jonathan Morrison, confirmed September 18th to lead NHTSA, National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, said it is at the center of for automotive research management briefing seminars that he wants the agency's safety experts to better engage with the auto industry about new technology. At the same time, he said NHTSA should work to identify and update existing rules that have become antiquated through technology advancements. Morrison becomes the first permanent NHTSA administrator since 2022, when Stephen Cliff stepped down to join the California Air Resources Board. Good for him. Morrison, the agency's chief counsel, said during the first Trump administration, he also handled legal and regulatory affairs for Apple and earlier for the California New Car Dealers Association. He takes the helm of NHTSA amid criticism of the agency for moving too slowly. Well, he says that he's going to change that. So they're going to look at all the rules and regulations and say, well, this was made in 1969. Why are we still working with this? It's outdated. Don't need that anymore. Let's move on.
Didn't Elon and his crew come through there and chop heads and make changes? I thought that was
well, that's across all of the agencies throughout the government.
Nothing specific for that.
I don't think so. Anyway, all right, let's take a break, shall we? Okay. Coming up, the cruise in and events calendars, and I'll have a couple more stories making automotive news headlines this week. On the award-winning InWheelTime Car Talk Show, we continue right after this quick break.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flameado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla, he's pretty good.
Time to fire up those engines and pay tribute to the folks who make freedom possible. Bastrop's own Heroes in Hot Rods is rolling in for Veterans Day weekend. Friday night, downtown cruise. Saturday, 400 of the coolest rides in Texas. Proceeds help veterans, shelters, food pantries, and scholarships. Sponsored by Craig's Jewelry. November 7th and 8th, Main Street, Bastrop. Don't miss it.
Meet that guy that did that voiceover there. I'm going to meet him, shake his hand, and say good job.
Yeah, you'll have to go up there to do that.
Unfrozen.
Oh, look at that.
Just in time to finish the show, Mr. Brown.
But timing. It's all in the timing.
You need to do one of these, Mike, when you're make sure that you're not frozen. There you go. Keep doing that.
Okay. Be sure and join us for our live show every Saturday. Here's 10 to noon on Facebook, YouTube, InWheelTime.com. Thanks for joining us today. Time now for Jeff's Cruise In and Events calendar.
There you go. So this is the NMCC Painted Church Cruise, October 4th, which is next week from 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's at the Buc-ee's in Waller. Now,
Painted Church Cruise.
If you know Buc-ee's, you know that there's one in Waller. So it's the Painted Church Cruise will start at Buc-ee's in Waller. It's a meetup at 7 a.m. The group departs at 7:30 shop. With the participants, and alternatively, they meet up in Schulenburg Chamber of Commerce between 9 and 9:30. So it's sort of like a mini Hot Rod Tour Texas, which there's a lot of those going on right now. So there is a $25 entry fee. You get a map for all the designated stops and everything.
Oh, it's a church cruise.
It's a church cruise, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
So then we got one in Stafford, moving along the different part of the world. Local Bar and Grill Car and Truck Show. October 4th is from 8 to 2. It's at Fountain Lake Drive in Stafford, Texas. Registrations are, you can register, you have to register. 15 show classic cars, trucks, attendees to expect 7 best of categories. Registration begins the event of the day. So respond to any of that and you can, there you go. down in Stafford. I don't think it's the place you're talking about if you were thinking that. Seafair's 50th anniversary in Seabreeze Drive in Rockport, which is very cool. Fulton Seafair will celebrate its 50th anniversary with a 4-day festival in Rockport, October 7th, 2nd through the 5th. Features live entertainment, food, art, crafts, vendors, all that good stuff. Take the kids. There's a carnival, there's crab races, water activities, boat and car show. So that'd be fun
Crab
too.
races.
Crab races. You know, those crabs running around.
Uh-huh.
Okay. From 11 to 4.
How
Cardboard
do they
boat
look?
races.
How
They
do they
go
look?
like
Uh-huh.
that, sideways.
Like your car.
Yeah, my old one. Yeah. Cardboard boat races. And then, of course, near you, Mike, we got Mauriceville Cruising, October 5th.
Yay!
11-261
You hang out
Texas
over in
12
Mauriceville?
in
No.
Orange, Texas. Mauriceville Cruising Classics. They meet first Sunday every month to 12 noon.
Mars could drive his Aspire.
There you go. Classic cars, hot rods, rat rods, Aspires, resto mods, all kinds of stuff going on there. So Mike sent me this one. Is Back to the Past Car Show, the annual classic car, truck, and motorcycle show museum. And it's an open house from 10 a.m. to 2. Cornerstone Academy at 9016 Westview Drive in Houston. Springbranchbears.com if you want to find out more. Car show for more information. InWheelTime will be there at 10 a.m. to noon. And that is, what is that, Michael? Where's the date?
October 18th, I believe.
October 18th. Okay, I didn't see that. Cool, October 18th. And then we got Heroes and Hot Rods, the Veterans Weekend coming up. Car Show's popular automotive event. In 2024, they had approximately 400 vehicles. Well, we just saw the commercial, right? Estimated 4,000 to 5,000 attendees in the event. Sunday's car show is expected to attract 400, display along the historic downtown Main Street, side streets, and parking lots. So it's Friday, November 7th, and Saturday, November 8th.
I believe that's the weekend that I go to collect Katie's car and bring it back to Houston.
Okay.
Yeah, it is that weekend, and I heard from him this week. They've already got over 350 cars registered, so
That's
they're gonna sell it out. It'll be a big show.
Well, I think that you need to go there and do this show from there since I'm not going to be here.
Yeah.
Well, that's a thought. Jeff and I could go up there and walk around and look at some cars.
What's this, Jeff?
Not you do look at cars, do this show.
From there?
Yeah, go find an
I'm
Aspire.
having enough trouble doing it from here right now.
You're doing fine, Michael. You're doing great. Anyways, that's what's going on. If you've got a local event in your area, go support it. It's always fun to meet new people and see the hot rods, steal ideas. If you want to rebrand a car, that's what we should do. We should get a Corvette. We take your Corvette and put Ford
all
over it.
No.
We can take your Corvette up there to do the show from up there.
No, you're not allowed to. But I will tell you this. If you can find an Aspire emblem, I want to put it on the Corvette.
I know some designers that could probably make one.
No, I want the original one from an Aspire.
Okay. And if anybody out there knows of one, George,
if you own a junkyard and you have an Aspire in
we want the label. We want the nameplate.
What is the name of that? That's an Aspire. A what?
I guess I need to get out of East Texas a little bit more.
A little bit.
Apparently, but now's not the time. I think your day is past.
Very good.
Golly.
Very good.
Here is a story that I can't imagine, but okay. This is from Automotive News. A dealer who owns a Toyota and Volvo location in Haverhill, Massachusetts, is suing his co-owner brother, alleging breach of fiduciary duty, breach of contract, conversion, whatever that is, unjust enrichment, and related claims. Mark Jafarian's lawsuit contends Gary Jafarian, CEO of Jafarian Automotive Group, which sells Toyotas and Volvos under one rooftop, quote, has leveraged his position to illegally and justifiably deprive his brother of any mechanism to share in the financial success of the business.
I'm telling Mom.
The lawsuit accuses Gary Jafarian of denying his brother access to essential financial information in corporate books. Quote, siphoning money from the business to benefit himself and his immediate family, and unjustifiably terminating Mark Jafarian's salary and health benefits while he was recovering from throat cancer.
So took his money and took his paycheck too.
The complaint says Gary Jafarian placed his own son in a position of authority and paid him lavish compensation, hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars from the business. Although the business is profitable and successful, Its deserved potential success has been inhibited due to Gary's substandard management and unlawful misconduct. Boys, just take it out back, bare-fisted, and go for it. Whoever wins, wins.
Go to your room.
And then go to your room.
Yeah.
Pout. American Honda has ended production of the Acura ZDX. That's kind of a surprise. It's an electric midsize crossover built for the brand by General Motors. Now, you just did a story about that.
Yep.
After just one model year and fewer than 20,000 sales in North America, good luck in trying to find a part for that. The ZDX, a product of Honda's collaboration with GM, shared underpinnings with the Cadillac Lyriq.
There you go.
GM began assembling the vehicle in early 2024 at its plant in Spring Hill, Tennessee. An Acura spokesperson confirmed the cancellation, citing the brand's need to, quote, better align our product portfolio with the needs of our customers and market conditions, as well as our long-term strategic goals.
Wow.
And here's a shocker. Aftermarket parts supplier First Brands Group, whose brands range from Anco and Trico wiper blades to Fram filters, is preparing to file for bankruptcy as soon as next week and is looking to secure a loan of at least $1 billion to keep the business running while it reorganizes. That, according to people familiar with the negotiations, told Bloomberg. The company's bankers and creditors have been racing to find a way to restructure the company's $6 billion in debt, as investor confidence has deteriorated rapidly over the past 2 weeks. Couldn't you have done something a little sooner?
Maybe.
Lenders have been discussing a so-called debtor-in-possession loan of about $1.25 billion. What a shame to let a company go that far, and now you got to file for bankruptcy.
The history of the company.
They ought to be slapped upside the head.
Hey,
we'd love to hear from you. Shoot us an email. The address is info@InWheelTime.com. We're going to finish up today's show right after this.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. Rev up your engines. It's time to roll back in style at the Back to the Past Car Show. Join the Spring Branch Senior High School Foundation Saturday, October 18th at Cornerstone Academy, 9016 Westview Drive in Houston. Classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles, family fun, food, music, and memories. There's something for everyone. Proceeds benefit local students and programs. Don't miss the shine, the chrome, and the nostalgia. 10 to 2, Saturday, October 18th, Back to the Past Car Show. SpringBranchBears.com/car show for more information. InWheelTime will be there too.
Mars, I figured out the music. It took us till the end.
Hey!
It took us until the end of the show.
Let me tell you what it was. You got to push the button.
Oh my God! I know how that is today. I understand completely how it is.
You're out, Mars. That's all for this week's InWheelTime Car Talk Show. Be sure and check us out online at InWheelTime.com. Hey, we're always looking for new, informative, and great automotive things if we can get them on the air. If you have an idea, event, or a road trip destination you'd like us to feature, let us know. Our email is info@InWheelTime.com.
If your board comes with instructions, read it.
When you're looking for award-winning car talk with a messed-up man, you can find the InWheelTime Car Talk Show 24/7 on the InWheelTime app and website.
Let's go
grab a
drink
podcast from your favorite podcast store. I got some right over there. Hey, we video stream our live show every Saturday, 10 to noon on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. The InWheelTime video technical director is we always need more Jeff Zekin, the booking agent, video people editor, and Ouija board master, Mike Out of This World Mars, and Chief Engineer David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. From all of us at InWheelTime. Have a great week. We'll see you next weekend.
That's it for this podcast episode of the InWheelTime Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.